today we're going to go over scatter plots, trend lines again, and then we're also going to talk about correlation and causation. Okay, so correlation means there is a statistical association between variables, where causation means if I change one variable, it will 100% change the other variable. Okay, so I'm going to say this again. Correlation means, hey, I think these two things are related. Causation means 100% if X happens, Y is going to change. Does that make sense? Now, we're going to look at some examples together to see if we think they're correlated, or are they causation, or are they not associated at all? Okay, and then y'all should start picking it up. Okay, it says the number of snowy days and the number of hot chocolates sold at a ski resort. Do y'all think that's related? Yes or no? Yes, I agree. Do you think it's correlated? Like there's a correlation between the two, or do you think it's causation, meaning it will 100% happen? It is correlated, and I'm going to tell you again why. They are associated, meaning the snowier it is, the more likely people are going to want to buy hot chocolate. Yes? Does it mean 100% that they will? No. That's why we picked correlation and not causation. So causation, if you write it right here, it's like 100% it's going to happen. It's just related. It probably. So right here put it probably will happen. So that's the difference between the two words. And that should help you when you're thinking about these questions. All right, let's look at number 2. The number of minutes a furnace runs and the temperature of the house increasing. Do y'all know what a furnace is? Like back in the 60s and 70s, they didn't have like central heat where it blows out the top of your like air vent. They had furnaces. So you turn it on, it's almost like a fireplace thing. So you turn it on, it says the number of minutes a furnace runs and the temperature of the house increasing. Do you think it's related? Yes. Do you think 100% that if I turn a furnace on, the longer it's on, the more the temperature is going to increase? So is that correlation or causation? It will cause it. It is causation. It will 100% cause it. Number 3, the number of miles driven and the amount of gas used. I want y'all to think a minute and answer it on your own. The number of miles driven and the amount of gas used. What'd y'all pick? Causation is correct. No matter what, the more I drive, the more gas I'm going to use. That is not just correlated, it is 100% caused. Okay? Number 4, the age of a child and the length of their hair. And I don't really like this question. Pretend a kid never cuts their hair. Okay, there's no such thing as a haircut, and then answer it. Okay, take out all other variables. Take out haircuts, take out diseases. What do y'all think? That would be causation. The older I get, the longer my hair is going to grow. But that question's kind of flawed. All right, number 5. The number of cars on a highway during the holiday weekend and the number of traffic accidents. Put what you think. Put what you think. Let everybody think. What do y'all think? It is correlated. It is not 100% going to happen. It will most likely happen. Yes? Okay. Number 6, the number of minutes a person spends exercising and their body weight. What do y'all think? Anybody else? So 100% it's going to happen? No. So I would say correlation. These questions are challenging. I will say the years that this is on the EOC, they're more easily identifiable, like, okay, that's this, so you won't have to stress about that. Okay, now go to your assignment, and let's go over the directions. Okay, on 1 through 6, it says tell whether it's positive, negative, or none. Okay, so that's easy. 7 through 12 says draw a line of fit. Take that off. I'm not worried about that. I want you to write an equation, and I want you to identify the R. Okay, go to the back. It says on 13 and 14, make a scatter plot of the data. So you're going to make a scatter plot, mark out, draw a line of fit. I'm not worried about that. And then write an equation. That's all you have to do for these. So you're going to make your scatter plot and write an equation. Do y'all remember how to do the equation in stat? Yes? Okay. Number 15 is super easy. It just wants you to describe the correlation. Don't overthink it. Those dots are kind of scattered everywhere, yes? Okay, and then number 16 wants you to make a scatter plot of the data. It does want you to draw a line of fit, so you're going to do it on this one. So you're going to take some type of straight edge, draw it through the trend to the best of your ability, and write an equation. And let's round to the hundredths place on this whole paper. Yeah, it just says describe it. Okay? Now, when you get to the back, this is the part that's probably more challenging because it's what we talked about. Okay? So look at number 1, A through J. It says decide whether each scenario has a positive, negative, or no correlation at all. And then it says, remember, think generally. Don't think of the weird exceptions and stuff like that. Okay? We're going to take out H because I don't like it. So take out H. So I'm going to help y'all do one of them, and then I prefer y'all to kind of do this together, like not as a class, but maybe as a group of 2 or 3. That way y'all can kind of discuss it and see what y'all think, okay? Let's do A. Is education and income related? Yes. Okay. So since they said education first, that would be the x-axis. So as education increases, what generally happens to income? It also generally increases. So this would be a positive association. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the first variable and always say it increases. If the second number would increase as the first number increases, it's positive. If the first one increases and the second one would decrease, then it's what? Negative. And then if they're not related at all, it's no correlation.
How do you know if they're not related?
So if it says a student's height and their grade, you would know there's no relationship there, right? And there's a few that are no relationship. Now when you get to the bottom to number 2, it says determine if the following statements are correlation or causation. Don't say positive, negative. I made that mistake when I was making my key because I didn't read the directions. Okay, so up here is positive, negative, or none. Down here it wants to know if it's correlation or causation. Make sense? And I took out G because I didn't like it. So mark G off. Okay, so if I was y'all, I would start on this page. Maybe confer with your elbow partner, or, you know, this is a small class, so I don't mind if y'all discuss it and help each other. And then if you need help, ask me, and then go start the rest of the assignment. Okay? You may start.